Hey my loves, my iPad, oh dude, it's so annoying. Sorry, but this is a makeup routine, chit chat, whatever. But it got cut off because I don't have storage. That's one thing I really find annoying about myself and like frustrating because as an INFP, I'm a dreamer, okay? And that means that I have a lot of ideas, okay? A lot of unfinished projects, a lot of things that I want to keep to myself. I'm a very sentimental person as well. Therefore, it's hard for me to delete things. It's hard for me to have any space. But that's something I'm like trying to work on, like getting rid of things, like my clothes and like things I don't need anymore. And because when I practice a law of detachment, and I literally tell y'all this, so I have to practice it myself. I hate being a hypocrite. It's one of my pet peeves. Don't be hypocritical because I will catch on and I'll tell you up front. But because I have receipts, that's what I'm saying. It's like I shouldn't be attached to things. Therefore, it's important for me to let go of things and allow space, right? It's very interesting. But I just did my concealer and contour just now, and I'm gonna do a little bit of blush, okay? This is NARS in the shade Orgasm. Anyways, I was like ranting on before the video stopped, but I was talking about how like people, haters are like the worst people. They're like the most ugly people because I don't have haters right now. Maybe I do, like silent haters that are too scared to tell me that they hate on me, but the energies I can detect if someone's hating. But why a hater is the most miserable like species on earth, or like why they're like literal into it, is because, okay, as an empath I can't help but feel bad for y'all haters, okay? I still have some sense of empathy when it comes to y'all because I've been through things as well as a human being. Everyone has a sob story, okay? Don't get me started on my sob story right now, but it's like haters, it's like, do you not know what perseverance means? Like, you just want to sulk in your struggles and like expect people to feel bad for you. You're stuck in that victim mindset. Like, at large, okay, subjectively speaking then, okay, objectively speaking, everyone is a victim then. Everyone has gone through things. Everyone has gone through hard things. Maybe you can compare and contrast people and their struggles and see if like other people have bigger struggles than others. I'm not going to deny that, right? But at large, with whatever you're dealt with, the cards you're dealt with, and you don't know how to play your cards, oh, that's so embarrassing. I'm sorry. But like, come on, stand up. Seriously. Because the reason that quote, haters are my motivators, you know why that's a thing? It's because whenever people hate, it's because you're winning, and people hate to see it. They hate to see it. But whereas if you really have worked on yourself, and earlier I was talking about like real confidence versus fake confidence. Real confidence comes from like wanting to serve others because you've already worked on yourself. You know how struggles like, and you want to help others succeed as well, not just yourself. Fake confidence is self-obsession and thinking you're superior over others and thinking that you're better than people, but in reality, you're not. No one's better than anyone. But if you want to talk about it like that, oh darn it, I just need to backtrack again. Whenever haters want to hate, it goes to show that it comes from a place of unhealed and wounded insecurity. Like, it's really like interesting to think about it in that way though, right? Like, why do people hate? It's because what cards they were dealt with, they couldn't find a technique or skill or like any way to go about how to play these cards right. They're like, oh my gosh, like, oh, let's talk about Uno. If we're playing Uno, and this is like metaphorically speaking, like not the literal sense, but whatever, metaphor, it's a metaphor. If we're playing Uno, and let's say someone has like a +4 card and like, what is that one? It's like the color changing one. I play Uno a lot, but I can't play the wild card, okay? And this other person, let's say they're dealt with just a green 2 or like a yellow 1, and they have like all greens and yellows. Obviously, you can argue that the person with the wild card and the +4 card has better cards handed out to them than the player who has only green and yellow numbers. But it's all about skill. It's all about how you want to, like, how you're gonna play this game with that. Are you gonna look at your cards and be like, wait, I already accept my loss, I already accept my defeat? That's just sad. You have to think about it like this. Okay, first of all, we won't know what cards the other players have, but that's the thing about real life. You don't know what anyone's going through, therefore, you can't just feel sorry for yourself. You're never gonna win Uno then, ever. You're always gonna lose. That was such a good comparison, guys. Sorry, I have to pat myself on the back for that one. But think about it like that. Think about the world like that. Yeah, people who seem successful, they most likely have wild cards and they most likely have +4s. But are you gonna let what other people have determine if you're gonna win in life or not? Or are you gonna work with what you have? Okay, be resourceful with what you have and create alchemy, magic, miracles for yourself. Manifestation of dreams. Because I'm sure y'all have heard many self-made millionaire stories. They have sob stories. We all have sob stories. You think if they sat in their room feeling sorry for themselves, being like, why do I have nothing in life? If they had that lack mentality, do you think they would have been in the position that they are now to brag about the millions they've made and how like they leveled up in life? Nope. Because two people can have the same backgrounds, not the entirely same backgrounds, but like a similar background and like where they were planted in life. Both of these people, let's say, grew up with nothing, and they were always dealt the small cards, like nothing, like minor cards, and they grew up in an abusive household, a toxic environment. Person A, they're gonna be like, my life sucks, I hate myself, and I will never amount to anything. Because why does the world hate me? Why does God hate me? Why do I have to be the victim? Whereas person B, they might be like, okay, I acknowledge my struggles, I acknowledge my major obstacles in comparison to others, but look, that's my power, because I'm dealt with this big major sob story and I'm going to change it. I'm going to change my life with it. And looking back on their successes, they can be like, I came from nothing, but I made something out of my life, and I made something out of myself. I didn't sit there feeling sorry for myself, because at large, everyone's a victim. I'm a victim too. People are victims. But if you're gonna paint yourself out to be a victim, you're only going to amount to be a victim. This is just kind of like a tough love, kind of like TED Talk kind of thing. Usually I'm very like, love yourself, be kind to yourself and others. But whenever it comes to haters, clearly you can't be kind to yourself or others. Because first of all, it starts from being kind to yourself. In order to be kind to others, you have to be kind to yourself. You have to tell yourself that you are enough. Because no one else is going to hold your hand, baby you through life, and tell you that you're enough every day and validate you. That's a sad reality, isn't it? I know. Because when I was younger, I would hope that someone would hold my hand through life, or like tell me everything's gonna be okay. And being the older sister of an immigrant family, it's not easy. It wasn't easy for me to figure out how to like get things done, okay, get things signed, and like, you know, just things that like usually parents should be able to guide their kids through, right? I'm not feeling sorry for myself, I'm just sharing something. But I never blame my parents for that, because it wasn't their fault, and it's not my fault. It's no one's fault that I had to kind of parent myself through life. Therefore, if you're the type to just complain and blame everyone else for like what's happening in your life, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. Because usually I would, before I healed and before I was on my self-improvement journey, self-discovery, I would, because I'm an empath and I can empathize with people. But now I've really practiced to empathize, but also practice discernment, like my ability to judge something from like an objective standpoint. Like I have no biases coming into whenever I'm like, if a friend is asking me for help and they're telling me a story, I'm going to discern the situation rather than only empathize with them because they're coming from a place of like hardship. Of course I'm gonna empathize and be like, I don't know what you're going, I don't understand exactly how you're feeling, even though in my head I know I do, like, because I can feel pain, and that's just how empaths work. But I would be like, this seems very hard, I know this is a tough situation. But if it's something like they're just complaining and I can clearly tell that they're not doing the work in order to pursue like a better potential for themselves, I'm just gonna tell you just like how it is. Maybe you should work on this and that, and let's not think that everyone else is at fault here for like how things are playing out. There are definitely situations where people don't do any wrong, but they're dealt like horrible cards and they go through horrible things in life, and I'm not ever going to deny that. I think that's a very tragic circumstance for people. However, you are the only one in control of your life. And like, I think stoicism is so powerful, like just the idea of it, the concept. I don't know if I have boogers in my nose. If I do, don't call me out. Because I have like quotes written down in my bullet journal. I think there's this one, darn it, here, let me bring it out. I hope this is enjoyable for y'all, okay? Because I like talking, and I like when people enjoy my talking. Where is it at? Oh, there we go. Stoicism. This is by Alexis Carrel, from France, 1873. I guess he's from France, 1873, and passed away in 1944. R.I.P. But Stoicism. Man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. Did you hear that? Did you hear what I just said? And let me give you some backup quotes that like really clarify this quote for you. This is by Epictetus. I don't know. Only in my pain did I find my will. Only in my chaos did I learn to be still. Only in my fear did I find my might. Only in my darkness did I find my light. That's by TMT, actually. Sorry, that's not by Epictetus. That's by TMT. But also, what that means is, if you can't embrace all aspects of yourself, including your shadow self, like the dark parts of you, like the unconscious parts, the traumas, the fears, and the insecurities, you don't love all of yourself. Because you cannot truly love yourself if you hate the experiences that shaped you. Because although I personally think I've been through a lot of hard things, if I viewed that in a light of like, I hate that happened to me, like, why did that have to happen to me? If I was coming from a place of just feeling sorry for myself, I would never have persevered through my obstacles that I was dealt. And I'm not able to express gratitude for the place I am in comparison to where I was, and see the progress and improvement that I made as an individual. I'm going to use blush because I just it makes me mad how like some people just really truly haven't come to terms with loving themselves. Because I know it sounds hard at first, and I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna lie and say that it's easy to like work on yourself and like start loving yourself like fully. But it's like, why are we being lazy about it? The party can wait. Okay? Things can wait. But like, life isn't just about going, like, just living every day like you're a robot. Like yes, we have routine and it's important to have routine, but also you shouldn't like, because before, for example, I hate working. I'm unemployed right now, but I'm a full-time student. Okay, don't get it twisted. But I'm still looking for jobs because I need money. But if I viewed life as something that like has a certain rule, like I have to get a job, I have to be like a contributing society, a member of society, like, but in the way of I have to be successful, I have to be viewed to be successful by people in society. Like, you're just living life in terms of what other people expect you to live life like. But life, your life is your own life. Do you really want to live your life in terms of like what other people would want for you? For example, if your parents, for example, want you to become a lawyer or a doctor, I know that's like an Asian stereotype, so I just use that, but my parents aren't like that, thankfully. But I know that's kind of hard to stray away from conforming to what your loved ones want for you, or like people who are supposed to be around you want for you. But if that's not what you want, isn't that all that is there to it? Like, if I don't want to be a lawyer, I'm not gonna be a fucking lawyer. And there's a difference between someone wanting the best for you and like they know you're good at your certain things. Like, they're like, oh, she would make a good lawyer because she wants justice for people, she wants equality and fairness, and she loves like investigating things, and she loves writing because being a lawyer is all about writing too. Then that's different. But if someone's like, I want you to be a lawyer, okay, because that's gonna look good for me and like our family, and you're gonna make a lot of money anyway, so that's good for you, and it's just like a good look, you should be a lawyer. And you think that sounds a little like crazy, right, coming out of my mouth, but that's how most people live, because they'll look at things from like a very practical way and an objective way that they don't even balance subjectivity and impractical like spiritual sense. Like, why will this benefit me? Is this supposed to be for me? They won't even question things like that. They'll just be like, oh, I guess, sure. Like, if they told me to do it, then sure, I'll do it, because why not? I don't know what I like to do anyways. But isn't that a sad life to live? But you're only dealt one life. We're not cats. We don't have 9 lives. That was corny, but we only have one life. YOLO. You only live once. So why would you want to have to be in survival mode constantly, and instead of like actually living your life? Like, survival mode is about need versus want. But you don't need anything in reality, like water, food, whatever. But I'm talking about what is fulfilling to you spiritually, not just from the physical body, from the 3D dimension. What is going to serve you long term and sustain your energy and like allow it to flourish? You will never truly be satisfied in life just based on superficial successes. And that's why many people say celebrities, although they have it all, they're famous. Okay, but first of all, I don't agree that being famous is like a good thing ever, because you're put on display and you're allowing other people to judge you for who you are as a person, when people who judge these celebrities, okay, how about you be put on this pedestal and let's reveal all your dirty secrets? You would be canceled as well, and that's why cancel culture isn't real, and it's about division. Like, you're trying to divide people rather than unite people, and that's what I hate about like certain cultures of like our generation. Why are we trying to divide one another? We should be trying to unite. Stop hating. Stop like comparing people to one another, because we're all different and people make mistakes. We're human. Didn't we learn that in elementary school? No one's perfect, okay? You're supposed to actually think your mistakes, because from mistakes you fix your mistakes, you practice, and then you get perfection. Well, there's no perfection, but I think a lot of things can be seen as perfect. I know perfect means no flaws, blah 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 blah, but my life is perfect. And even as an unemployed student, I still view my life to be perfect, because I'm living my life just the way I want to live it, and I don't have to listen to people like tell me what I should do with my life. Worry about your own life, okay? Because clearly you haven't gotten it. You haven't gotten the message. You haven't gotten the invitation. Let me put some. I'm wearing a lingerie dress. I like to look cute even in my little room. Sorry, I don't want to show my dirty chair. But I'm gonna get my lip products real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to find a brown shade. Fell out. And also, if you hate being alone, which I used to struggle with that, and whenever I go on like a binge or whatever, like a 3-day rager or whatever, like where I'm out with my friends constantly, it's hard for me to like go back to solitude and enjoy it, because I'm always like, wait, like I'm not having fun. But it's all about perspective. Perspective is reality, okay? Perspective is reality. If I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to hit up people right now to like enjoy my Friday night, like I don't have any plans, then you just can't even stand to be around yourself. That's sad. Why do you need to constantly be around people to have fun? Fun is just like about contentment. Like, be content. You don't have to like always have mental stimulation. I feel like I struggle with that too, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I have ADHD. I need mental stimulation constantly, but like find things that don't have to be so like obvious mental stimulation, like drinking, going out every night, like partying. That's like obvious mental stimulation. But mental stimulation could be like journaling, doing crafts. I love arts and crafts. Writing, listening to a podcast. I have a podcast going on 24/7, because when I'm alone, I want to feel like I'm not alone too as well. Like, obviously I take time alone, but podcasts are good because it feels like I'm having a conversation with these people, and I will put in my commentary and input while like I'm just in my room. Like, oh no, she didn't, or like, that's a good point right there, or like, I disagree with that. But I beg to differ. That's why it's important to build a relationship with yourself. If you don't have a relationship with yourself, you cannot ever be in a healthy relationship with others. That was a big rant, wasn't it, guys? It's 23 minutes long. But yeah, I just like wanted to do my makeup and like talk to y'all about something that's been on my mind, something that I've been wanting to like discuss with y'all. And if you like this kind of like videos, just like casual chit chats, hair's really greasy, or it seems greasy. I washed it yesterday. It's just flat. Ugh, let me just take this out. I'm going to upload an Aries reading, guys, later, so watch out for that. Watch out for it. And yeah, I'm probably gonna do my hair. I like been doing braided hairstyles, or like doing fun things with my hair. Like, that's little things to I want to talk about, like how to awaken your divine femininity as well. Like little things to really get in your feminine energy as well. I can talk about masculine as well if y'all want. But I will do my hair. I know I don't look fully presentable because my hair is flat. What should I do? Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you resonated with what I was talking about, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments any new ideas as well, because that would be very helpful. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for supporting me on my passions and my hobbies, guys, because I really appreciate it and I love y'all so much. Okay, don't ever forget to be kind to yourself and others. Okay, the golden rule: treat people the way you want to be treated. All right, outie. Peace Goddess is out.